Hey guys, welcome back. I was not going to make a video on this, but I've had several people ask what my thoughts and feelings were on the Unlisted Leaf recent events that led him to quitting YouTube, or at least saying that he is. I don't know how much I believe that. Also, I guess the event in general, the StockX slash PSA slash Unlisted Leaf slash Coffee Breakers slash whatever you want, celebrations, mega flip, whatever you decide to call it, I'm fine with that. I think some serious mistakes were made here. I don't know how much ill intent there was, at least not from all parties. But we can look at everything, and I guess we'll just make a decision on that, or everyone can make their own decision on that with the stuff that we have in front of us. So starting off here, we have the post called The End from Unlisted Leaf, maybe a little bit dramatic. He says, "The abuse, hate, death threats, and endless threads across social media about how I'm the most evil person in the world have truly ended me. Read every thread and every DM. I'm not going to do that. It's the internet, and there's probably a million threads. You win, guys. I'll leave YouTube. Always was positive and had a smile for 8 years of making videos, but today I didn't want to even wake up. Just to clarify, I didn't set the price or take a percentage off the break. Didn't have a say in how the packs were opened either. Tried to make it a little better with prizes and increasing the cards graded, but not enough. I'm sorry. For everyone who hates me for buying a car too, you'd be pleased to know it broke and no, I no longer own it. Loved every minute of making fun Pokemon videos, but being degraded every day as a human has really destroyed me. Keep on gaming and goodbye." So there's a few things that are really odd here. I guess first off, it's really weird to say that he didn't set the price or take a percentage off the break. The whole thing was pretty sketchy. So I don't know if it's he knew what was going on and didn't pull the escape cord or escape rope out and just call it quits or tell them that they can't use his name, because that definitely should have been a thing at some point if he knew exactly what was going on. If he didn't, maybe that's why he was trying to make up for it with some other additional items. In my opinion, that still doesn't do it. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense that he didn't take a percentage off the break. I mean, unless that's just a really vague way of saying that he didn't get a percentage off the break, that they paid him some other way. Did they give him some kind of credit on StockX? Did they give him just a payment and it wasn't a percentage? So he's now counting it as he didn't take a percentage. So that kind of absolves him from any responsibility. I don't know. So this seems purposely specific for a reason. There's no way that they didn't pay to have his name in big letters at the top of the stream. That just doesn't make any sense. And he knows he's worth more than that. He was the biggest name on the break itself. So you didn't have a say in how the packs were opened either. Well, at that point, you can pretty much make the rules because it's your break, essentially. No one was tuning in to see the coffee people that I don't even know their names. I don't think anyone's ever heard of them before because it seems like they open sports cards for 100 people to watch. Let's see here. Try to make it better with prizes and cards graded, but not enough. Yeah, so I don't know. That's like kind of making... I feel like you didn't bail hard enough or push hard enough to fix it. And maybe in the beginning, you just needed to be more careful with what you were getting yourself into. This almost reminds me of the Leonhardt when he was sitting down with the Collectibles Guru, the box. He was kind of invited along for the ride, and he obviously didn't know what he was getting himself into. So you got to be careful when you're a name this big. And I believe Unlisted Leaf is the biggest Poketuber, or was if he decided that he actually quit. So I don't know. That doesn't. You got to be careful with everything you do, everything you put your name on. And this was one of those instances that burned you. And I mean, I don't know. There was probably plenty of chances, short of you just not paying attention at all until the last minute. So here, for everyone who hates me for buying a car, too, you'd be pleased to know that I no longer own it. It broke and I no longer own it. So, like, I don't know. This is like trying to turn around and become the victim, and maybe get some pity for that reason, and then you'll come back and say like, oh yeah, so many people said nice things, so now I'm back after everything cools off. I don't know. Just I think it's better to just own up to it and tell the actual story, and from here on out just be extra careful with big deals and breaks and everything else, that you're not put in a bad spot like this. I'm sure the entire situation wasn't your planning, but you have to avoid that kind of thing. So here, everyone that hates them. So that's the thing too. If you're gonna make videos and you're gonna flaunt that you have a McLaren or you have an Audi and you're making videos with a bow on the car and Doritos on it and whatever, you have to expect that you're gonna get some hate for that. You're at this point mega flexing. So if you don't want people to hate on those things, maybe don't post them. I don't think it's not really Pokemon specific, and I don't think it's necessary for your channel. I think your channel was doing fine without the sports cars. Great if you want to buy sports cars with your money that you made from Pokemon videos or whatever, then great. But this is just another reason that people are going to send you mean things. There's a lot of jealousy that'll go on, but also at the same time, if you flex on people and then you're involved with something that's seeming a little bit on the monetarily taking advantage of people, and that's all going to tie into it. So yeah, I think there's a lot of mistakes that were made here. We don't know the exact story or along the way, but saying that you didn't take a percentage of the break is, I think, very deceitful and probably a step in the wrong direction, because there's just no way that they that they didn't pay you to partake in this, and you just decided it would be in your best interest. So in his own promo, as we can see here, we have him going on about how this is going to be a great event. His name, his picture, his image is all over it, even though that is the Pokemon font. That's basically the logo that he uses. We have him. He's promising signed cards for everyone that participates. So I guess he's just going to mail in, or did just mail in, a bunch of energies that are signed. Hardly worth the $60 for 3 packs, which you know damn well in 2021, if you're selling stuff at a markup, especially if it is celebrations at $20 a pack, like, you are gonna get absolutely grilled for it, because everyone is in, oh no, the scalpers are getting us mode. We can't find product. It's usually just people can't find product when it's first released, but also playing, even you yourself playing into the fact that celebrations might be hard to get, so this is your chance. It's pretty bad, pretty bad look, and not something that you should have ever participated in. Maybe at this point you didn't know what the prices were, but that's something that you should have looked into beforehand. There's no reason that this shouldn't have been an event that was like MSRP or something of the sort. Limit 1 per person so everyone can participate. You got buyer spots here popping up and down at the bottom while you're talking about how great it's going to be. And then I guess later on, when some people might not have been watching anymore, or maybe they're not quite paying attention, it is revealed that you're not even going to be opening the packs, which is also, I think, like, people that buy into these breaks, maybe they want to do it because their favorite PokeTuber is going to open their packs for them, but you're not even going to open the packs for them. And we'll find out later with the screenshots that you're not going to be there. I guess you do say this, but whether or not everyone got that message is a different story. But yeah, all around, big mistake. How much did you know beforehand? At what point did you find out? Why didn't you find out? Why wasn't everything in writing beforehand? Sort that stuff out before you commit to something that can absolutely destroy your reputation and piss a lot of people off, because that's pretty much what this did. So here we have some more. I mean, I guess maybe on the fine print somewhere it says that Ando is not actually opening your packs. Doesn't say how many they're selling necessarily. Ticket price $60 for 3 packs. Pretty wild. I don't even know what to say. I can't imagine at any point you thought this was a good idea as soon as you had any of the details. So here we have the break itself. As you can see, Unlisted Leaf nowhere to be found. I guess he was streaming on his own platform in a separate broadcast. So I don't get it. Like, why they have a couple commentary people here, but they'd have Unlisted Leaf up at the very top as if it's his break, but he's not even on the same channel. A little odd, but I guess if he wants to broadcast as well, and certainly almost definitely had some sort of revenue coming in on that separate broadcast. I don't believe that that's the only way that he was compensated for his time. And I'm not even sure if he was there for the full, I think it lasted 7 hours. So not only are you not getting your packs opened by Unlisted Leaf, but you have 4 random people here opening at the same time for 7 hours, slopping the cards around like they don't care, just trying to get through it all, because there's too much to get done. And you have commentary by a couple people up here. I'm sure they're very nice people, but I don't think they're nice enough to pay $60 for 3 packs of celebrations. And I can't imagine that anyone was really content with their experience here when they're maybe one of 4 screens and only a quick moment during that 7 hours. Also brought up by people that they have customers' information on the screen. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything valuable enough here that would be worth stealing. But at the same time, if I'm paying to be in something like this, I'd rather my address not be shown on the screen. There's no real benefit here. You can call out the Logan break as much as you want. At least there was some sort of shout out, and it was them actually opening the packs. Versus here, you're just on one of 4. We got the like Halo split screen going on. one of four players. I've seen people complain about the gloves as well. It is pretty common knowledge that the gloves are not of any benefit when opening cards, especially if you're tossing them around the way that you are. It's better off to just have very clean hands. Use some dish soap if you must. Get the oil off your fingers and do it that way. I think it was a member of E4 that had mentioned at one point that that's how they do it with anything including really old literature or books or anything like that. They don't use gloves for those either because it doesn't help. It's actually worse than just cleaning your hands and barebacking it. So take that as you will. As for the question, is Unlisted Leaf really going to quit YouTube? Probably not. I think he makes way too much money with what he's doing. I mean, I'm sure at times it's difficult to ignore people that are sending you negative messages, but at the same time, it's part of it. Whether you're a big YouTuber or small YouTuber, you're going to get hate no matter what you're doing. Whether you're attacking people, whether you're calling people out, whether you're just minding your own business, people are going to send you negative things. Unfortunately, that's how the internet works, being anonymous and all. So this isn't the first time that he decided that he was going to quit YouTube. Apparently, someone sent him feces in the mail, which is definitely very illegal, and no one deserves that. No matter how much you disagree with somebody or how much you think you dislike them, something like this is completely uncalled for. And why? Like, you like risk going to jail to send someone. He shouldn't have even made this post if it actually happened, because that's just encouraging people. and the person that did it is, waiting for a reaction when you could have just not provided one. You're basically feeding into exactly what they want. As a nice little tie-in at the end here, I'd like to include, there's someone that was calling out Unlisted Leaf here on YouTube. And I think it's important to note that this individual probably shouldn't be throwing shade at people. And might be a little preview of what's to come in tomorrow's video. As someone that likes the word scam this much, probably shouldn't shouldn't be talking. But I'll see you tomorrow for that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay nice to each other. See you next time.